hello from Geneva, Switzerland. This is Daniel and I am here at the Château de Penthes, and I just had a live outside and just wanted to show you my impressions and do the same thing on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is my favorite network as well. So why not going out on LinkedIn as well? And so, as you have maybe heard, I am doing a live broadcast every Friday in the morning and early afternoon. And so this is what I am doing here right now. I'm just turning off the sound a little bit so you understand me a little bit better. So this is about going live through a video on the social networks, a new way to get engagement and the connection to your client. And today I'm talking especially about reaching out through an outside location like here at the Château de Penthes in Geneva, Switzerland. And so you have sometimes so many special locations that you really don't benefit from, and you can use them for reaching out, bringing them to context to your work and what you are doing. And this is my idea for today. In the next 25 minutes, I would like to walk you through what you need to do lives from an outside location and what your mindset and tech set needs to be. And so hello again. So this is Daniel here at the Château de Penthes in Geneva on a beautiful day. It started a little bit rainy, but I took the courage and went out anyways. So, and as you see, it is a superb quality. I have here my whole set, my whole gear around, and I just did my weekly live to my Facebook group that is called Live Broadcasting Rocks, and explained what I see as opportunities in live broadcasting. And I just decided to do a quick live on LinkedIn as well. It's Friday, of course, we are all waiting for the weekend. So when I'm doing something, I would like to be as relevant and concise as possible and also provide you a nice view as well. So what are we going to do today? We are going for this topic, live broadcast in an outside location. How can you actually do this? How can you implement this? It's not that difficult as you think, and now with mobile devices and mobile connectivity, it's even better. So, and this is how it looks like. Live broadcasting rocks. And let's just jump into the matter right away. What do you need to do when you're doing live videos outside? First, a basic understanding of the tech set that you need. And I'm always providing hands-on demos here to really give you an idea how you can implement and set up the things on your own and what are best practices. And then I'm open for your questions about going live outside like here, but also going live in general, and why live would be such an important thing. Of course, feel free. And here is something that I would like to share with you when we start thinking about this idea of, okay, so why should I go outside to be live and to connect? First, it's something that that gives you new perspective, because you can just enjoy a nice place. And so we are all working in our home offices, so don't have to. So if you have a nice either real office, or if you have a nice garden around or a park around, why don't you use the perspective? And then it's also a possibility to put your viewers and yourself into context, because you can explain, you can give a context why this place is meaningful, and or you can just give another type of background as to the viewers. I'm often telling that it is good to have a professional background as when doing live broadcasts, and this could be one signature background that always stays the same. But on the other hand, it's also boring. So if you do lives outside like this, you always have another way to present where you are from, what you are doing. For example, Geneva here is a fantastic place. Why not showing this to people everywhere in the world? And so if you are setting up your live studio, your live broadcasting, your live stream studio, this is a slide that I have already shown on the 10th of June. So if you would like to see the whole live replay, feel free to scan in this QR code. You will be directed on my YouTube site. But what I would like to show you here is the general setup of a live studio. First, you need a camera, you need an HDMI capture card, maybe you need a computer, you need some light and a microphone. So with going live in an outside environment, so you could probably get rid of the light, so you don't need the light because your light is everywhere. That's good. What you would then arrange is just the same components a little bit differently, and this is how it looks like in an outside environment. So you would have your camera as well. You have a portable computer that you connect with this camera. You run a professional software that is, in my case, called Ecamm Live, that runs on Mac computers, that allows you to assemble the picture from the professional camera together with overlays and other perspectives, videos, to really have an enhanced view and enhanced presentation of your live stream that you're doing right now. You can also then add a remote control, because right now I'm outside, so I am looking to the camera all the time. So I am having a remote control through my cell phone that is called a Stream Deck. And I would like to show you later in the quick demo part that I'm doing in about 5 minutes. And then you have a wireless microphone that is really crucial. So most important thing for doing video, and especially for live video, is the microphone. So if people don't understand what you are saying, they cannot connect, and so they will not stay in your sphere for longer. So therefore, put a lot of attention to the microphone. What additional things you would need is here. Just tapped on the wrong button. This is a power charger, a power bank, so that can give you an additional charge for an hour, 2 hours, for if you're outside and you don't have any power cable. Then you could have this cordless presenter or a Stream Deck to switch back and forth your scenes. And also not to forget things like you would also need in a camping place. When you sit, you just need to put your laptop on some place. You need to have a tripod and some snack to remain in a good mood. And so this is something that I also would like to share with you. The data connection is something that is crucial when you are going live. I would estimate that in Western Europe, with the enhancement of 5G, it is more and more possible to do high-speed live conversations from also a remote position. But also make sure that you can really see where that you first have the data package, that you have the enough data to stream, like for example unlimited data, or at least 5 gigabyte upwards, 5 gigabyte per as a data volume. And then also make sure that you are measuring where you are how your speed connection is at the position you would like to stream live from. So this is something that I would like to show you later, but this is the mobile part. That is something that you should, of course, be aware, but it's not the end of the story. If you don't have a good mobile connection at a place where you, for example, would do a live streaming event, then you could also use an Ethernet cable, a very long Ethernet cable, and that is quite low investment that pays off, that paid off in a lot of times before. Then you could also use a second wireless router together with an Ethernet connection to then bring the like the data connection closer to your to the point where you are streaming. Yeah, so the requirements for mobile, I would say, for live streaming are at least 5 to 10 megabytes per second for upload and download speeds. Then you should have enough battery life for all the devices that you have, the camera, the laptop, the microphone, and you name it. So this is something where you should have a second like power supply, maybe a mobile power bank, and then of course having a quiet place where you're not disturbing others, and this is also meaning where you're not disturbed. So I have looked for a nice place that really got all of these credentials together. I have a good connection speed, but also it seems to be right now in a quite silent space here. And this is something that I would like to show you now to give you the most out of it, to give you a hands-on idea how it is to set up your own live video. So let's start first with a Stream Deck. Stream Deck is a device that has different keys, like 15 to 30 keys, and you can then assign scenes or music or the next scene or certain controls to this Stream Deck. Normally you can use this at home and it makes the live streaming much easier, so you can be more at a peace of mind. But you can also have this through your mobile device, and this is a company called Elgato that produces this Stream Deck. So you download the app on your computer first when you're doing, for example, when you're using the Ecamm Live, and then you have also an app that corresponds to this program, and then you can basically connect your cell phone, your smartphone with your computer. And it's a wonderful thing because I'm just doing it right now. I think it works better than I estimated. I can just direct here this this live through all the different pins of my cell phone here. So let's quickly go to the next demo, which is the Speedtest demo. So I have already said it is important to have at least 5 to 10 megabytes per second. With this device, with this app, you can test how fast your speed connection is. That is normally a website that you can access through speedtest.net on your desktop computer. There's also an app, and then you can easily find out how fast your connection is. Depending on this analysis, you should go for another place or get another connection. So a very useful tool if you are going into live outside with something else than a stable cable or wireless connection. The next demo is about the microphone. This microphone that I'm using is called Rode Wireless Go, and it's a fantastic device because you can basically plug it on your shirt, your trouser here, and then you have a receiving end that is connected with your computer, and the range is really astounding. So you can walk around 100 meters, and so I will just do the test for you. So I will distance myself here from the camera, but you will still hear me, and I'm still able to bring my point across, right? So this is it, and so I will just switch the camera scene so you really see me. So now This is your time for questions. If you don't have any questions right now, because I see there are not so many people connected right now on LinkedIn, feel free to send me your questions as a comment to this live. And I'm also happy to get back to you about live streaming in outside locations, but also live stream in general, of course. And my mission is to help you to reach out through live video and become authentic and successful through that with live broadcasting, because I believe it is really the next big thing in digital to reach out in the moment with your potential clients and to establish the bond with them. So this is my email address, Daniel at livebroadcasting.rocks, live-broadcasting.rocks. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, and also send me a comment or a message on LinkedIn. And this is also something that I would like to offer you. If you have any question you would like to know, okay, where should I start? This is looking interesting. I have a purpose, I have a mission, I have a product that I would like to reach out with. Then book a 15-minute call. We get together and I give you my ideas and impressions how you can reach out through live broadcasting. Because it's all about these advantages of going live. So I'm sharing them since I'm starting this here. It's to attract a new audience. You have with live really the possibility to reach to the followers of your followers. If your live is attractive, it gets this algorithm kick that your live is also transported to other viewers. You save costs because the setup of such a video microphone light device first gives you an everyday benefit because you are doing much more professional Zoom calls and video calls, but then you are also always ready to go live and produce these lives in a much more cost efficient way. The event character of live is and it doesn't have to be explained. It's happening now, therefore it has an attraction. People will chime in. You are able to build trust to really show what you are doing. There's no second chance for this live impression. Therefore, people can do their own, can have their own perspective of your product, your service, and it's a great way to have a bi-directional flow of energy, because if you are inspired, your public is and your audience is inspired, and you're able to receive even more and get better with understanding your clients and customers. And here, with doing that, you can bring a lot of pre-produced content into the live, as I did with the demos, for example. These were screenshots that I did this morning. It's a great way to save time and to still to present relevant content. It's another thing to repurpose the content. This live that you're doing normally in a high energy with your clients, and so use this. So you don't have to do a second thing again. So use these parts as for your social media outreach, and people are happy to enjoy that as well. And then, last but not least, it's that engagement creator of the next years going live. You are your own television, radio station. You are transmitting your information. If you're doing it right, you're creating the bonds, the engagement, the customer touch point that will then boost your business. And I'm here to help you and give you advice and help you to reach to your goals much faster. I am doing this now for 1 year, and I have my experience back 5 years ago working as a journalist and YouTube influencer. It's all building up on that, and I'm super happy to give you this kickstart and help you you reaching out with your business. So this is it for today. So if you're interested in what I'm doing, so subscribe to my Facebook group. It's called Live Broadcasting Rocks. It's on Facebook. It's also a smaller group on LinkedIn. I'm regularly going live. Reach out to me for the next week. We have this topic here. It is next, what are the rules actually for live broadcasting? And so this is it for this week, and let me know how you liked it, how the connection quality was here, and I feel especially pleased that it was possible to reach out on LinkedIn as well today. So I'm wishing you a soon and wonderful weekend ahead, and looking forward to staying in touch. Bye-bye. So.